What's guys, and welcome back to Megastore Simulator. Welcome back to Moist and Mighty. We have a very important day ahead of us here. We're going to be running kind of a bit of an experiment. So I feel like we're not really making enough money. Up until this point, we've always had it at market plus 10%. And looking at that, the objective up in the top left up here, it's going to cost us $600 to be able to get just the first store expansion, which would be a few in-game days. I mean, some days we don't even make anything because we've got to rebuy all of our products and stuff. So what I'm going to do is we're going to see what happens and see how it affects our customer numbers and things like that if we've got it around 40%. So I've already kind of pre-priced everything here. Everything is right around that 40% marker. We're just keeping it nice and even to the quarter so that we have, you know, less change to be able to give. But we're not going to get any new products or anything today. We're just going to open this up. We're going to let this thing ride. I've got the results from last in-game day when we had it at -7%. And we're going to see how this goes. Probably, oh, nope, she's coming in and grabbing all kinds of stuff off the shelf. Okay, that's a good sign right there. I was going to say, probably going to have a lot of people saying, ooh, this is too expensive, but a 40% markup is no joke. I wonder what we're looking for $14.75. Thank you very much. I only gave you $3 there. Sorry about that. But I wonder what the average markup for a grocery store is. $1.75. Thank you. How you doing, ma'am? Good to see you. Haven't heard anyone complain yet. Hey chat, what's the average markup on a supermarket item? Gonna be looking at $13.75 for the lady in the yellow dress. Thank you very much. And of course, our produce is still going absolutely crazy. I will say we should probably make sure we have a little bit of everything. I feel like, I mean, lemons were running a little bit low on. Everything else looks pretty good. Ooh, maybe sugar. Go ahead and add this. Beautiful. The fact that we can insta-buy that like that is so good. That's one of the best features of this. All right, perfect change. Appreciate you. Average grocery item markup is 10 to 20%. 15 is typical. Average gross margin after the cost of goods, about 25 to 30%. So we're definitely on the upper end of that. But again, we're just going to pretend that this is kind of a whole food situation. Although technically, I think obviously more natural ingredients and things like that will bump up the price. I think we still have the same old boring stuff. We're just charging way too much for it. So we're going to let the financials do the talking, and we'll see where we end up at the end of the day. We've had a significant jump in money here. Oh my gosh, dude, look at this. This might be our biggest order ever. $34 right there. Sheesh. This is good. I mean, we've made a couple $100 so far today, so this is looking a little bit better.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. How you doing? Appreciate you getting ripped off. Wouldn't have it any other way. Got a little bit of a lull in customers. I can't, is there anything left in this? Yeah, there's one left in there. I can't tell so far if there's going to be anything different about it. You know, I feel like we still have a pretty healthy number. I think it was 51 customers at the end of the last day. So as of right now, things are looking pretty healthy. I'm not going to lie. I get all these taken care of. I can't tell if there's anything in that. Nope, it's empty.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. Appreciate you, buddy. I'm sorry. I know these groceries have gone up since back in your day, but appreciate you coming here nonetheless. So we're looking for $27.25. Thank you very much, sir. Another big order there. And obviously, this is going to be an exponential thing. As we get more products, as we expand and things like that, we're going to be able to make money a little bit quicker. So I don't want to completely rip people off, but especially while we're small and green behind the ears here, we should see if we can figure out what our best strategy is going to be. Ooh, 3 bags of chips for $30. Bro just got finessed. That is ridiculous. Oh, I feel so bad, dude. This is wrong. Just highway robbery here. This is like what's even in this? Eggs? This is like the gas stations right next to the rental car places, next to the airport that just jack up the price. It's honestly not that bad. Dude, these things are always sold in 3. That is crazy, bro. $10 for a bag of chips. That is out of control. Okay, so anything that's looking to get a little bit low, let's go ahead and buy these. It looks like the waters and stuff aren't selling as well as they could. I'm gonna get some lemons too. Go ahead and get that order in. All right, here we go. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. We're looking at $22.50 for a couple of lemons and some water, bro. That is out of control. Another triple set of chips there. $30 from you. Thank you very much. And we've got a delivery outside, so we're gonna grab our handy dandy dolly and start to get some of these extra products in here. I will say, I think there's I noticed that back there. We got to go check that out. I think that's an update. The game had quite a few updates since we played the first episode. Gonna leave this over on the escalator for now. Not the most Safe thing to do there, but hopefully nobody's going to get into it. Thank you very much. Just want to keep these guys going. Don't want to keep anybody waiting. $0 change. Appreciate it. Look at all this. Beautiful. $12 for a couple of pieces of produce and another $30 for chips. He wants 20 bucks back. But yeah, this back here, this was not open before. I thought this was a part of the first expansion. We definitely didn't expand. We do have a trash back here, which is nice. There's a box holding area. We've got a pallet jack. We've got a restock zone, and we've got trucks that we can schedule, so we're going to have to figure out how all this works. I'll be honest, I really want to hire a worker. We might end up hiring a worker today. We'll see how it goes. Obviously, we want to save our money to be able to do our objectives, but, you know, being able to start delegating things would also be great. We just need to find out what our, ooh, this is an interesting one, 41.75. Thank you very much, but we need to figure out what our best pricing is so we can actually make money and be able to do it. Like, I want to be able to get more shelves and stuff. We want to get more product licenses. I feel like we've been behind the ball on money. That is the most ridiculous, just egregious, terrible thing I think you could ever do. We're officially out of chips. Let's make sure we get these things back up here. $10 for a bag of chips is just, that's crazy, bro.
Someone help here?
Bro, you literally waited like 2 seconds. What are you talking about? Calm down. I could kick you out of here if you want. $44.50 back for you. Thank you very much. How you doing? Good to see you. We're looking at 17.5. Gonna make sure we're continuing to keep things stocked here. Really looking forward to not having to do that, but for right now, your boy's gonna grind. We're gonna focus on making as much money as we possibly can. Getting to be a little bit later in the day. The sun is going down out there, and I hate to tell you, but I think we might be in a good spot when it comes to money here. 5, 6, 7, 25. Thank you very much. How you doing, ma'am? Quite a few items for you. We're looking for 25,650. Thank you, and we're looking at a egg here. 21,250. Thank you. But yeah, I think we had 50 customers the other day, so I think we're going to be in good shape here.
This is too pricey.
Oh, you heard him? He said this is too pricey for my butt. Bro got 4 bags of chips at $10 each. What are you talking about? What's too pricey? What did you not buy? Because that is ridiculous. Just getting rich, price gouging our customers here. This must be the last grocery store on the island or something. I don't know what is going on, but it seems like everyone's okay with it. Still have people coming in towards the end of the day here. We're going to be up over $1,000. We're going to be 1,000 there at this point. Dude, 2 apples and a lemon for $10. These better be the best citruses that you have ever seen. I guess the apple's not a citrus, but my goodness. It's going to be the best lemon drop martini you've ever had, and it looks like this could potentially be our last customer here. No new customers are going to come at night, so we've got one final guy right here. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. Bit of rice and sugar for you. Thank you very much, and we're looking for 13.50 back. Oh, nope, we've got one more. And there's actually another one coming in after him. Okay, look at it, 26 bucks there. That has to be the last one. Nope, okay. They're just cruising in here. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 50. Beautiful, thank you very much. All right, we're gonna be able to end this day. So, 53 customers, 3 of them found products expensive. We had 49 satisfied customers and 1 expensive in the last one, so that's crazy. We got a little bit more store experience, 54 total customers. 157 to 161 products, but we had a profit of $730 to $415, $650. We had $988 in revenue here for an $819 total profit. So that's crazy. We sold fewer products and had way more revenue. I almost feel like we could get more aggressive with our pricing. Question is, how far can we push it, dude? Like, do we want to go to like, I mean, negative 78? There was no sales impact on that last one, so I don't want to get too crazy with it. Maybe like 55 to 60-ish. Bro, I'm gonna go $25 for chips. Negative 97% sales impact. We're gonna see what happens there, because I feel like it's needed to at least dabble. $3.25 for an apple, $4.50 for a lemon. Carrots are gonna be like $3.50, maybe $3.25. Let's not get over 60%. $9 for a carton of eggs. Oh my goodness, dude. $5 for a little fruit yogurt, and maybe not $7. We'll say $6.25 for a little bottle of water. And we're gonna get everything back on shelves so we can have ourselves another good day. And we might, I mean, we've got a little bit of money cooking here. We might be able to get some extra product. Dude, if we sell any potato chips today, the game's broken, and we're just not gonna be allowed to do that, because we're gonna break the economy in here. But let's see what we've got over here. Or technically, we probably shouldn't. I might want to just run it another day. Do we? Oh, this is the first time it's come over here. Whoa, what is going on? Okay, so we've got these here. I can pick this up. I could throw it in the restock zone, or I can take it out there myself. Interesting. All right, so that, I mean, yeah, it must have been an update in the game that we just didn't see before, but okay, so we're going to get all these taken care of. I'm going to run one more day. We're going to see how it compares, because I do want to know if we're seeing a negative side effect here. And then from there, we should have a ton of money that we can really kind of, you know, make some big moves going into day number 6. That's insane. Crispy chips at $25. She says, well, you're not wrong. And she's leaving. Okay, so we might actually, we might have to be a decent human being then. But if we sell one of them boys, you know, it's like you could sell 100,000 pins at $1, or you could sell one pin at $100,000. If you find somebody crazy enough that really wants that pin, then might be able to get there too. Oh, okay. So I think we might have been hitting the money on the head there. People are still buying some things, but we're already getting a lot more negative feedback here, which obviously in the grand scheme of things is not going to be what we want. I can't believe crispy chips cost $25. Okay. So what happens? That's at negative 97%. What if we put it at like $15? I feel like that's still... Everyone's so upset. Okay, we took things too far here, Trev, but I'm going to see how it goes. We're just going to stick with the program. Okay, so I think these are going to be the last 2 here. We honestly did not do too bad. There was a lot of complaining, and I've got a... Oh, is that a GTR outside? Bro, what? Oh, I love it. Oh, that's my girl right there. But yeah, there was quite a bit of complaining. We did sell a decent amount. Like, we sold 3 bags of chips at $15, which I was very pleasantly surprised with, but I have a feeling it's not going to be quite as good. So we had 33 satisfied customers, around half, 48 expensive. Had a lot less store experience, total sales of about half, total profit of a lot less. Okay, so around that 40% mark is going to be our sweet spot. So I'm going to back this back down. I'm really hoping that we're not going to have any sort of an issue. It's going to be 40% or under. I'm always going to keep it right at 40%. I'm happy with like a couple people complaining. I just don't want to have a bunch of people complaining. So 40% or under, and we're going to make sure we keep the numbers to a quarter, because that just makes our life a little bit easier. It's stressful running a business, bro. Like we could have permanently damaged our reputation there, and we would have been in a lot of trouble. Chips, I mean, what we were at like $9 before, $9.50. I'm gonna push it all the way up to that 40%. $9.75 is cray. But yeah, one bad day, word of mouth gets around. You could be in a whole lot of hurt here, Trev. You definitely don't want to damage your business too bad. I'm gonna, even if it's 41%, I'm gonna go back down. I really want to make sure that we're looking okay here. Okay, so we're looking good there. I do think we're probably gonna want more chips. Let's go ahead and add that to the cart, and then we'll probably look into getting another license here. We could get product license number 4. I'm gonna purchase that for $300. The problem is, I think we're gonna need a freezer now. Yeah, we're gonna have to put chicken in the freezer. Okay, chicken, French fries, jelly beans, juice, minced meat, and toothpaste are coming into the villa here, as well as a $600 freezer. So that is gonna nearly put us over our abilities here, dude. We've got $10 in the bank, but it's gonna be worth it. Also, I think I realized if we purchase from this, it sends it to the warehouse back in the back, and then if we purchase it from the computer, it looks like it comes on this thing. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but let's go ahead and grab our dolly from back over here, and let's get some new things priced and on the shelves. Try to get the little things first, get as many of these things as possible. All right, beautiful. My goal is gonna be in a good spot today to be able to purchase that next main objective, so that we can start getting into expansions and extra slots. Obviously, we don't really want the toothpaste next to the mac and cheese, but at this point in time, unfortunately, beggars can't be choosers. So we're gonna try to open this thing up. We're gonna get the freezer next to the fridge, get some turkeys in there. Toothpaste, I guess we can put over here. Again, we're gonna reorganize things as time goes on. Dude, look at that. Look how nicely those stack. Oh, I want to get a second box of toothpastes so we can have a whole 5 deep by 3 wide setup. That's pretty good. So I'm assuming French fries are going to be going in here as well. Those aren't going to stack very nicely. Jelly beans next to the toothpaste. Honestly, that does make sense. Let's make sure we clean those teeth, kids. We've got juice, which we could put on the bottom down here. We're getting ready to have a day. I think this is going to be one of our best days yet. Very excited to see what kind of money we can make here. And last but not least, we're going to have some meat in here. that we could put next to the French fries. Ooh, look at this. We're starting to get some higher priced items. The juice costs 10. What kind of juice is that? Apple juice? We're going to be able to go $19.25 on our minced meat. Holy cow. $6 for a bag of jelly beans. And my goodness, dude, it's going to be like 15 bucks. $15.50 for a tub of toothpaste. This is getting absolutely out of control, but I love it. All right. So as we move our way up, we're going to be able to make more money on the higher quality products that we have. That also makes sense. So we figured out our margin here, and I mean, honestly, getting staff is going to be good. It looks like we can get cashiers. I wonder if we can get restockers too. Oh my goodness. So we're going to have different shifts, different departments. Oh, this is crazy. There's going to be bakery stuff. Eventually, we're going to be able to open a bakery side of it. I'm curious, where do we get... Oh, we can literally... We're growing roots here, she says. We can start branching out into other items, but obviously, we want to be able to expand first. I think we stick with the grocery for right now. We're going to stick with the essentials. Everyone needs to be able to get food, and then as we get more space and we can kind of separate it and organize things, it's going to make sense to start adding other stuff. But yeah, looking at how much we're making on these new products here, which look at that. We had a couple in there, $22. I think we want to keep trying to get as high of level licenses as possible, and we'll kind of work from there. Bro, what in the world are you doing with that much toothpaste? It's a $68 charge mainly on toothpaste. But yeah, obviously as things go on, we're going to be able to get a couple of employees. We're going to be able to move into that managerial role and not worry about being forward facing and working with the customers as much. And we can focus mainly on kind of expanding and more of the business side of it, bro. There are some heavy hitters coming in here. Look at that Maserati. We got a Charger over there, Camaro. I feel like they updated. There's a lot of new car models here, and they're all like legit. Things are starting to get a little bit overwhelming here. We're running out of product out there. I didn't think getting one more license was going to make such a difference, but I just feel like our orders are starting to go up. We've got a lot of customers coming in. A lot of people are buying a lot of things, so we're running out of things very quickly. I used our price gun to be able to buy a bunch of stuff here, and like I said before, that price gun, it sends it back here, and it's really unfortunate. Let's take care of this girl really quick. How you doing? Good to see you. We're looking at $16.50. Look at this, dude. It's just a constant stream of people. We had like 8 people waiting a second ago. I can hardly keep up with this, but oh my gosh, we've got meat, we've got chicken, we've got all kinds of stuff. 5, 6, 7, 25. Let me make sure that the chicken is going. Oh boy. Okay. The chicken's out. The chicken's out. Where's the chicken? We don't have any chicken. Shoot. Okay. I got to order chicken, but we're not going to be able to get it. I got to order this. We got to order it. Oh my gosh, there's more people there. When you order it with your price gun, it comes back here, which I think is going to be great once we have people that are working back here and can help us out. But for right now, you need to be able to take all the pallets out before you can close the door to be able to get the next delivery, which is not convenient. There is the pallet jack over there. I don't know why all the items, I don't know why they do come on their own pallet. They should all be on different pallets there. Okay, I'm just gonna grab one thing. Hold on, we're gonna make sure we shut this. Throw this down for a second. We can go ahead and shut this so that that's gonna go, and you can see our chicken delivery is gonna be coming next. We got eggs here. I've got a pallet jack, and dude, I'm not gonna be able to do another day by myself. This is really not good. How y'all doing? Good to see you. All right, let's get this going here. Thank you very much. We're looking at $28. Beautiful, got you. All right, here we go. A little bit of junk food for you. Thank you. How you doing? Good to see you. Milk and water for you. I'm not gonna do $10. Don't do that, Trev. Just some gummy bears for you, or candies, or whatever it is. French, a little bit of health, a little bit of not health. I appreciate it. $32 for you. Thank you very much. How you doing, sir? Gonna be looking at 17 for the juice, and we've got these. We're gonna be looking for $44 back. Holy cow, let's go ahead. Somebody kick this over here. We're gonna get the eggs set back up. We gotta get the meat. The meat might be here by now. But again, it's frustrating. Like, I guess we could take this thing. We could put this in here. We could take this pallet. I guess we wanna start putting stuff like that, and then our workers will be able to grab it. But I feel like everything coming on its own pallet is ridiculous. Ordering from the actual website and having stuff come to the front door and being able to use the dolly makes a lot more sense. So we gotta remember that going forward. Just freaking stressful, dude. How you doing, man? Good to see you. All right, just these couple of items for you. Thank you. And let's see if we can try to keep filling these shelves up. Either that, or I mean, we could continue it if we just had multiple slots for things. Like if we had 2 Uncle Tony's rice slots and we had 2 coffee slots and whatever else, that we wouldn't have to restock them as often. But then that's going to come with the extra price of shelving and everything else. So we just got to find out what that balance is.
This register
Dude,
open?
Yeah, the register's open. Why? Dude, come on. You literally stood there for about 30 seconds. I guess it would be weird if I walked up to a register, like it was the only register in the store and there was just no employee there. I guess I would be a little bit turned off as well, but all right, here we go. Beautiful. Thank you very much, dude. Our junk food is going out of control. Chicken and some French fries. That sounds like a pretty good night. And we've got this guy here for $6.25. Getting low on lemons, getting low on carrots. We're gonna have to do a big restock of everything. We've got more stuff back in the back we can go grab here in a second. We're gonna be looking at 1, 2, 3, 50, 75 there. Oop, got a little bit ahead of myself, and let's see if we can grab this stuff. Let's get our pallet jack. This is by far our best item here, and that it makes a little bit more sense now as to some of the future upgrades. Like if we look at this and we're going into warehouse equipment, if we get a pallet robot, it automatically unloads them to the stocking zone. That's going to be huge. I can't even get stuff from the back before we've already got another line forming here, dude. What's up, Messi? How you doing? Good to see you. 1450. Was there did I see a rumor today that they're trying to get Cristiano Ronaldo on Inter Miami as well? That would be absolutely ridiculous. 150 there. 525 for you. Thank you very much. Ooh, we've got a produce girly here. Good to see you. And this is a lot of meat and French fries. That's going to be our record setter for a single transaction there. Love it. Okay, let's try to get stuff reorganized here and get ready for another chaotic day tomorrow. Dude, I'm so tempted. I feel like, you know, toys would make sense as our next thing to go from food. Obviously clothing after that, and then we could get into like electronics, music, and sports and stuff. But honestly, bakery actually might be the play, but I think that might be a new job for us. So let's focus on just the food for right now, the non-perishable food mainly. But I do want to start looking into branching out here. I don't want to stay as only a grocery store for too long, but I feel like maybe we should get our employees and stuff under our belt and then worry about branching out. Okay, so we're gonna have everything set up here. We've got some extras. Dude, you can get 23 meats in that? You can only get 12 chickens, but you get 23 little things of hamburger meat. That's impressive. Okay, last thing there, and we're looking pretty good. $582. I feel like let's go ahead and end the day here. So we had 50 satisfied customers, 250 store experience, $1,100 in sales. Profit we're not really looking at because obviously we had to buy new licenses and whatever else, but that was by far our best day yet. So I think 40% is where we want to be. I really want to get a new license on our grocery, which is going to be $400. It's mainly going to be like cleaning supplies and stuff. I'm also really tempted to oh, we've got different applications each day. Oh, they've got stats and stuff. Okay. So restockers are going to be about 100. I guess they're both about the same here. Hatley has a daily pay of 152, movement speed 119, work speed of 112. 86, 111, 121, 115. That's pretty good. How is that even possible? Jerome is asking for less money, but he's got better stats. Brecken is a freaking beast, dude. $111 for 125 and 124. Okay, we're going to hire him. We're going to go Brecken for the early shift, and I feel like Jerome is kind of a value too. So I'm going to put Jerome on the late shift. So we're going to be spending a couple $100 a day, but it's going to be worth it. We're not going to have to work now. How you doing, boys? Good to see you. My goodness, that is a forehead on that lad. Holy cow. Okay, so he's going to get started early. That must be Brecken then. I thought he looked like the other one, but we're fine. Okay, we're going to open things up, and now we get to kind of sit back and relax for a minute. Let me see how this works. We could just keep up with demand, and honestly, I'm going to get our new shelf and get some stuff on the shelves. How many spaces do we have? We've got 5 spaces there for our next license. There should only be 5 items in that, I would think. There's 6 items. Okay, so as soon as we make a little bit of money, we're going to be able to get new items on the shelves. Let me see how his speed is looking here. How we doing, Brecken? Good. Oh, okay. You can actually see him like moving the items around. So he's not as fast as us. I am really tempted to see how this affects our total customer count and stuff. It's a little bit slower, but it's really not bad. He's pretty quick on the change. Maybe not. Okay. We'll see. I guess we'll just run another random experiment here, and we're just gonna see how it works out. We're not gonna add any new items yet. We'll save up and make sure we're fully ready for that at the end of the next day, but we're just gonna keep things stocked and hope that we have one of our best days yet. This is really nice though, because he can work, and like I want carrots, lemons, and apples here. We can go in, I can order the stuff nicely. Oh, hold on. We've got the choice here. I just realized it. Okay. I noticed it in here when we were saying like all I'll get some sugar here. If we go to buy, you can choose where to deliver it. If we have this now, I can tab to choose dock or storefront. Obviously, when we have workers and things, the dock is going to be the play there, but we want storefront for right now. So both delivery options are great. I think I left this thing back here, but obviously this one's a little bit more early game and the other one's going to be later game. So we'll make sure we use the storefront from now on. Dude, this is great. Look at this. We've got a whole team. Wait. Oh, the sneaky little carrots in the bottom there. The shelf is full. I'm not going to be able to put more on there. It won't let you throw it out if there's product in there, which I guess is kind of a nice feature. But sometimes I prefer the ease of just getting rid of stuff if we need to. But yeah, this is great because we could just kind of chill and do our own thing. Like we could see we're getting a little bit low on this. Let's get some of this. Let's get some extra chips. These are all looking pretty good. I'm going to get some extra fries. We've only got 6 left on that. Let's get some extra meat as well. Well, we've got fries down here, but we're going to be fine. This is all going to go straight to the storefront. We don't have to worry about anything. He's making us money. We can be prepared. Weird way to say that word, Trev, but we're going to be able to be out here waiting on him. And we've actually got a bit of a team situation happening here. Open this guy up, be able to get all these. Grab the last one, send him on his way, and we basically have a well-oiled machine at this point. Eventually, it would be really nice not to have everything just kind of sitting in the corner of the store in piles of boxes over here, but for right now, if we're trying to make as much money as possible, I'm really not too worried about it. So I have been thinking about how we should do this to continue expanding, and I think we're going to treat it kind of like Mall Simulator. I mean, honestly, this reminds me a lot of Mall Simulator. You've got kind of a building that's going to wear a lot of different hats at some point. We aren't there yet, but we're getting there. But I kind of want to get every part of our business, like, streamlined and set up. Like, I want to get this done. I think we might try to hire a restocker next and kind of see how that goes tomorrow. And then I say we, from there, once like the grocery store is 100% streamlined and doing its thing, then we move on. We add a bakery. We start at the bakery. We figure it out. We do our thing. We have kind of a new little job. We build some skills and whatever else. And then eventually we can move on and get to the next thing, if that makes sense. But things are going well so far. Forgot to shut those. Always make sure you let that guy get out of there. I think, didn't we bring Uncle Ben's rice? I thought I purchased some Uncle Ben's. Maybe I didn't. That's getting a little bit low there. I mean, this is aggressive. The thing is we're still going to have to keep an eye on the stock of everything. Like, it's not like we're going to be able to move into a bakery roll and just not look at the supplies anymore, because I don't think our restockers are going to actually buy things for us. So we just got to make sure we're a little bit careful about that. This is our second employee here. Appreciate you, bro. He's got a much nicer hairline. I keep seeing Dirty Town milk, and it's making me a little bit uncomfortable. I realize it says Dairy Town, but at first glance, that, like, the red and the white and the heart on it, it just looks like Dirty Town. I don't know. But okay, so that is going to be the end of the day there. First day with some employees, 51 satisfied customers, couple of expensive ones. That's fine. We're not going to be everybody's, price point. If you're broke, just say it. It's not our fault. But $1,200 in sales, $835 in profit. That is a pretty good day there. Next day firing up. Looks like he is ready to go bright and early. And I am tempted. Do we try? I mean, this is going to start really cutting into the amount of money that we can make. Do we try hiring a restocker? Moses is the only one here. 152. We should probably look into different options here. Try to find somebody who's really good and fast, but also cheaper. I'm going to go restock. Let's do it. Let's get Moses. Oh, we need to be level 13. Okay, just kidding. We're not going to be able to be a well, we could actually get that fairly soon. I'm really tempted to become a baker. I feel like that's going to be fun. I see some sourdough there. Your boy has been grinding, but no, I think we focus on continuing to expand here. So I'm going to get our level 9 product license 5, and then that's going to add some new cleaning supplies here, which should be down towards the bottom. We've got soap, we've got detergent, dishwasher tablets, cleaning spray. Chicken nuggets are going to go in the freezer, so we don't have space for that, and bleach. Send all this to the storefront. Sounds good to me. We're going to get these things on shelves and priced up before customers get in here today, and hopefully it's another record-setting day. And what was that freezer? I think it was like $600 or something like that. So hopefully we're going to be able to get enough money to be able to get get that last product on our shelves. Perfect. Going to be able to get these. Is this? That looks like the exact same package that we had in Supermarket Simulator. Is it that 100% clean dish? Is this just like a copyright free asset file, something like that somewhere? Ooh, we've got Turop. Looks like Mr. Clean there. Make sure we're keeping things organized. We don't just want a pile of boxes in the corner. This is our restocking pile. Don't mind me. Your boy's just like a raccoon or something, just hoarding a bunch of stuff over in the corner. Probably not the best look, but we got to do what we can do while we're early on in this grocery game. Store's open. Let's have ourselves another wonderful day, dude. I love our spot here. I was looking at it when we were in the intro and I did like the swipe down over here. Like, I love all of our palm trees and everything. I feel like we've got a really beautiful parking lot. Everything is so nicely manicured. We've got little Fortnite bushes and stuff. Like, I don't know, dude. I feel like this is a really great setup that we've got going on here. Blacked out, window tinted charger coming to get their goods for the day, and we've got a nice little shindig going. I love this. I love our team that we're building here. Hopefully, we're going to be able to get to level 13. We can start passing the reins off a little bit. Eventually, we're going to be able to get upstairs, and it just feels like such a long ways off, but I feel like it's really gonna, some of these games, you hit that like critical mass point and you just start rolling downhill, and everything happens quickly. So we got to appreciate the grind while it's here. Very much look forward to not having just like a single shelf on the wall. I mean, we're slowly but surely expanding here, but it's, you know, this isn't the vision that I have for this store. I think we're going to be able to make this look a lot nicer here soon. I got to be honest, even sitting here like this, like having him is a lifesaver. We would not be able to do this otherwise, but even just sitting here with stuff in the corner right next to where we're refilling, this is kind of hard to keep up with. Like, I think we're going to have to hire this out sooner rather than later. People are taking them just as fast as I can throw them up there, dude. This is ridiculous. Look at girls' toes, bro. Ooh, what is going on there? That is terrible. All right, I was just kind of admiring him working there and me not having to do anything. The one thing I was thinking, we can purchase expansions. Can we purchase new? I mean, we don't want warehouse expansions. We want equipment. We can get a new checkout desk. I don't know. Oh, there's self-checkouts too. That's huge. We're going to be able to get pallet racks. Okay, this makes more sense now. So eventually we're going to be ordering things by the pallet load. That's why every pallet has one item on it, because in the future, maybe we buy, you know, we go in and we buy 20 pallets or 20 boxes of jelly beans that all come on one pallet, and then you can put that on the pallet rack so you have access to it. That does make sense. I'm tempted to go for a checkout desk, but that's just buying myself another job. I'm also tempted by this self-checkout. If we got that, I wonder if we would be able to get more than 50 customers a day in here. But I mean, self-checkout's going to be huge. I'm curious how that works out as well. Dude, there's a lot of different ways that we could go around doing this. I also really want to catch up on all these. I feel like if we have all the product licenses, that's going to be a good spot to be. But I don't only want to build the grocery store. So I really want to get the expansion. What is that going to cost us at $600? So this is our store right now. This is what it looks like. Walking in the front doors here, we can kind of get a sense of the scale. Let's see what the upgrade is, because I'm also wondering if we're going to get more people if it's a bigger store. So store expansion 1, $600. Go ahead and go for it. We're going to be able to get 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. all the way. Bro, what? To store expansion 75. Whoa! Okay, so it did it this way. Interesting. So we've got a lot more space back here. Are we going to be able to move this? We need to close the checkout to be able to move it, but now we're going to be able to put the checkout out here, and then we could, or honestly, we could probably keep the checkout here and have a bakery over here. Might be my next move. With the bakery, we're going to have to get an oven. We're going to have to get a bakery shelf. We're going to have to get a tray rack. So we're going to have some investments there that we're going to have to get. You've got toy shelves. You've got clothing racks and things. Dude, this is ridiculous. I'm blown away by how many options we have here. But not only that, just how expensive everything is. Like, I feel like we're barely keeping our head above water with this. And we're going to want to eventually branch out into all these other businesses and run and manage those and have people working on those. We need to start getting the self-checkouts and stuff. There's no other way that we're going to be able to do this. We're going to have to kind of automate everything, which kind of is the name of the game in business, I guess. I'm wondering if restockers will be for everything, though. Like, if they'll restock clothing racks and they'll restock food and things like that. I think that's probably how this is going to go. So we're going to be getting into some big business here. This is crazy. I'm really excited about that. Like, Mall Simulator, it was great. It did get a little bit repetitive at times, but I still liked it. This is kind of a similar thing, but it's like everything's interconnected. It feels, instead of individual stores and all individual upgrades and stuff, like it feels like we can really, I don't know, it all kind of plays together here, and I like that. I like that we're going to have one big lower area, one big upper area. Eventually, we're going to be like a Macy's and a food court and a grocery store and everything all in one. So this is going to be good. It's just going to take a lot of grinding. Looks like store expansion 9 at level 28 is going to be our first time we can get the upper floor going. I feel like it's got to be like clothes and things like that upstairs, and then everything food related down here. Dude, we are going to have such a big order. Ooh, the soap is going pretty quickly. Okay, I like it. Some of this new stuff is doing pretty well. Oh, this is probably good. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of sugar on there. Maybe some eggs. Water's going down, and I'm going to get some extra meat. All these tend to go pretty quickly. Okay, this is going to be a $700 order. I'm hoping that he's going to be able to finish that out here. 608, come on, tell me we got it. Yeah, we're going to have a couple more people in here. Dude, look at these. The Lancer Evo out here. What is this, an Avalanche? Bro, I remember back in the day, I used to love Avalanche. That's kind of why I had the Sport Track was my first truck, because I wanted an Avalanche, but obviously they used to be a lot more expensive and they were a lot bigger back in the day, so I had kind of like the baby Avalanche look, like a little 4-door short bed truck, but those things were always cool back in the day. 689, we're going to be able to get that done. 705, oh shoot, I didn't mean to skip to the next day, but that's fine. Okay, 52 customers, $1,200 in sales. Honestly, pretty solid. We got to keep in mind, oh, quit their jobs due to unpaid wage. No! Are you kidding me? I didn't know I had to do that. Finance? What do you mean? Manage staff? Where do I pay him? Oh, okay, I see what happened. I think I ordered this. It's the same button. That's unfortunate. I clicked order on our little price scanner thing, this guy, which is E. E is also the button to go to the next day. So I think it spent all of our money, and then it went to the next morning, and our morning worker didn't have enough money to be able to be paid, and that was the best worker that we had. Dude, that is really unfortunate. Okay, lost our first employee on his second day on the job. That is painful, but hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. We got some grinding to do, baby. I'm gonna work on this. We're gonna play for a couple of days. I'm gonna get us some money. I think next episode we're gonna start things off with opening up a bakery. We're gonna have a new job there, and we're really gonna work on delegation. That's the name of the game. Delegate, delegate, delegate. We gotta make sure that this business can kind of run itself. We want to get some automation with the self-checkout, see how those work, and it's going to take a lot of money to be able to get there. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in our next episode of Megastore Simulator. This is a lot of fun. I'll see you guys there. Peace out.